Hey, what's going on? Ryan here with Intersection Records, and the day has come for the new Smile album, Wall of Eyes, released today on the 26th, January 2024. This is a follow-up to 2022's A Light for Attracting Attention. That album was produced by Nigel Godrich, who's been with really Tom and Radiohead since the Bends. It's unclear why he's not producing this record. Is he working with McCartney along with Andrew Watt? Is he doing a follow-up to the Arcade Fire album that he put out last year? I'm not sure, but he's not on this record, and I think maybe that's good. Sam Betts-Davies, who has worked with the Chili Peppers on The Getaway, who has worked and engineered Moonshaped Pool, some of the orchestrations on that. The orchestral arrangements on this record, and we're going to get into song by song on this record. Again, Smile is Thom Yorke from Radiohead on bass, some keys, some probably Mellotron. It's unclear on some of the tracks of what he's playing, but it's certainly playing bass. I can hear his signature bass tones, guitar tones. Jonny Greenwood from Radiohead, lead guitar player for Radiohead, on piano, on guitars, probably on some synths as well. And really another guy, Tom Skinner on drums. And I've seen these guys live. Tom has a jazz feel to him. Tom is just perfect for this band. And again, Sam Betts-Davies, I think, is perfect for this band too. And I'd be surprised if he doesn't work with them more. I would be surprised if Radiohead ever gets back together, if certainly Sam is involved in more than just the engineering arrangements of orchestra like he did on Moonshaped Pool. He's also worked on Man of War, the orchestral arrangements on that from OK Computer, OK Not OK, from 97 through 2017 on that reissue. This is a cool album. I've listened to this a lot. It came out today. I kind of got obsessed with it, as I do when I like a record. And I want to go through it track by track. It opens up with Wall of Eyes, which is the title track. It's got a samba-like rhythm feel in a 5/4 time. You could hear just toms by Skinner, just him playing some toms. There's no cymbals. It's mysterious, okay? I'm not sure that it's the best opening track because there's other songs on this record that might grab a listener's attention, but a lot like what Tom has done really since In Rainbows is he's doing what he wants to do. Moody, mysterious, ethereal, dreamy music. That's not for everybody. A lot of people, there's two camps. There's the camp where Thom Yorke can burp the alphabet with a sequencer and a Mellotron, and they're going to love it. They're going to love everything about it and say it's the greatest genius thing in the world. And then there's the camp that says, this ain't the Bends, this isn't In Rainbows, this doesn't rock, and I don't like it. I'm somewhere in between, but I like this a lot. Wall of Eyes, percussive backbeat rhythm, guitar, the way that the guitar is struck is a counterpoint to the drums. It's really cool, and that's something that Tom's always been known for. Strap yourself in, he says, and then the arrangement comes by Davies. And again, is Davies the hero here on this record? I don't know. Teleharmonics next. Will I make it? Will I make the morning? Tied up in half truce. Wanting some payback. That's how he opens it. Will I make it to the morning? I'm tied up in half truce and I'm wanting some payback. Again, atmospheric. Picks up with some ethereal keys and sequencing layers. And it's obvious, but it sounds like Radiohead. It sounds like something that could have come off of Moonshaped Pool to me. I like it. I don't like it as much as I love the next couple songs. I love these next 3 songs, really. Read the Room, amongst the best for me on the record. Haunting, moody. King Crimson-like abstraction as the song begins especially. Almost has a no surprises lullaby feel from OK Computer. Think that with some of those dripping keys. Just beautiful. And again, also then kind of gives way to some rock. It builds and builds and builds with percussion and drums. So there's not only some traditional kit playing, there's some percussion going on. I don't know who's doing that, if it's Skinner, you know, overdubbing himself, or maybe Johnny's doing something. I don't know. So Read the Room is a favorite of mine. Under Our Pillows, another incredible song. Dissident guitar intro. Jazz beats, again by Skinner. And my buddies and I saw this band in St. Louis. I guess it was last year, maybe it was a couple. It was great. It blew me away. And Skinner's one of the reasons. He fits in perfectly with this band. Under My Pillow is a more traditional rock feel, yet it's sophisticated. Signature bass tones. You know, York is not the bass player in Radiohead, obviously. You know, Phil is a great bass player in Radiohead, but in this band, again, this is the second studio album. There is a live album that I recommend that I reviewed last year. Check that out. By the way, subscribe to my channel, like these videos, share the content, and let me know what you think about this record. Thom Yorke has a signature bass sound. Thom Yorke has a signature bass sound on this record, and you can just hear it. He's got that Gibson SG style bass that he loves, which I love too. It's beautiful. The next song, A Friend of a Friend, a bass lead in again, following in the lyrics. So he's almost answering himself with his bass with the lyrics. It's a favorite of mine for sure. Johnny's on piano, just a regular upright piano. Almost get a Beatles-like feel on this song. Skinner's perfect again. Mellotron elevating in the chorus. But then when I think about it, why would it be a Mellotron when you have the London Contemporary Orchestra that Sam Petz Davies is engineering and orchestrating? Maybe there's some Mellotron. What is a Mellotron? It's a keyboard that the Beatles used to use and Pink Floyd. That's, you could hit a note and it's a symphonic note. Echoes and the voices. There's this echo thing, this effect. And there's not too much effects on this record. It's perfect. It's subtle. You know, I'm not sure. This is an album that you can listen to and chill on a Sunday morning. There's some sections that really grab you in the rock feel. I love Friend of a Friend. I Quit's the next song. Bass-driven, melancholy. After the last three songs, it doesn't work for me as much. Maybe it's the weakest track on the album. Maybe it's a track I need to keep listening to before it really grabs me. Like, again, I have friends, Billy C., he loves just over and over and over again. I've listened to this album 4 or 5 times. 5 times? Maybe that's not enough for I Quit. But once you do soak it in and really absorb it, I think you're going to like it. Sam Petty, you know, again, is he the hero on this record? Sam Petz Davies. Bending Hectic might also be my favorite track of mine, along with Read the Room and Under Our Pillows. Bending Hectic starts off with him actually almost sounding like he's tuning a guitar or plucking a string and either pushing up and bending the note, but it sounds to me like he might be actually detuning it. And it's about being in a soft top 60s vintage convertible and you're going around the bends and maybe you're in the Italian mountainside and there's pitfalls. And ultimately it leads, he's seeing double in this car and his life is swirling. And finally he's gonna let go of the wheel and then crash. And, once we have that crash moment, after he's let go of life to let life happen to him, the song then builds and builds and builds and builds and gets heavier and heavier and more intense. And, it's 8 minutes. It's the longest song. It's worth every second, in my opinion. It's one of the best songs that York has been involved with in Greenwood, in my opinion, since In Rainbows. I love it. You Know Me is the next and the last track. York's got that falsetto, right? York's singing in different styles all throughout his career. He's got that high pitched falsetto here with piano, thoughtful lyrics. The lyrics in this album and everything York does, it's sparse, but there's enough meat there that you understand what he's talking about. You know, you don't, it's an economy of words. You don't have to freaking have long, you know, passages of words to get the nuts and bolts of what the feeling is. And that's what Thom Yorke has mastered in his career. Again, it's elevating. This album smokes well. This is a stoner's dream. This is a gummy and a couch situation while you got headphones on. You know, don't think you know. Don't think you know me. Don't think that I am everything you say of me. Don't think that. And that's how he closes the record. Again, Skinner, Greenwood, York, and Davies on production. This is a great album. My scale is this: 5 is a classic, 4 is great, 3 is good, 2 is not good, 1 is a piece of crap. This is a 4.5 out of 5 stars. It's a great record. It's the best record I think I've reviewed all year. Check out my channel, subscribe, peace out, see you, have a good weekend. Bye-bye.